Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another brand new little spin-off show of TGSR. We're going to call it TGSR Sidebar, where we're going to keep watching a show that we've watched on TGSR.
Yes.
And by we, I mean these two, because I've been watching the show weekly.
And that also means that this may or may not be repetitive.
Depends. I hope good conversations come, like especially once we get later. But for now, it's going to be a lot of introduction stuff. At least for these first episodes we're going to watch, because we're going to pick up where we left off on TGSR. Because we've already watched, three of us already watched episodes 1 and 2. That's the third time I've seen episodes 1 and 2.
Also, since this is going to be in its own little playlist, I'm assuming, I will make sure that the episode where we covered 1 and 2 gets put in this playlist as well.
Yep. Yeah, we're going to be watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. The 5th Yu-Gi-Oh! Series in general. If we're to count seasons, I ain't going to fucking bother, because I'm sure it's high up there. Because the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Season went on for like 7 goddamn seasons.
I love how you said that.
Yeah, we're just gonna watch like these are gonna be like pre-recorded. They're not gonna be. We're not doing these live. They're gonna be just pre-recorded. Us sitting down, watching a couple episodes, and giving thoughts before and after. Kind of like how TGSR used to be before we injected the whole. What have we been watching the last week?
And before we injected the whole Kamen Rider spiel that we went on repetitively.
Yes, our weekly Kamen Rider discussion. And sometimes news discussion, depending on like if it's relevant to the show.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're watching episodes 3 and 4 of Arc 5, Dark Town, the Stolen Pendulum Summon, and a Ray of Hope, Block Spider.
If my VLC will ever build the font cache.
I don't know why, but that takes forever and a day to do.
I know.
That's why I use Fuses in built-in video player.
It's one of those. You get the pop-up window. It says, "Please wait while your font cache is rebuilt. This should take less than a minute." Bull crap! Less than a minute, my foot. Oh. But yeah.
So I'll intro this episode, and I'll let you two like give thoughts going into this episode, because I have to shut the fuck up because could spoil all sorts of things about this show. All right, this is going to be the third duel of the show, technically. Technically speaking, it's the third duel of the episode of the show.
Well, I'm sure by that you mean second important duel of the show.
Well, you use the duel is important.
Yeah, simply to show that he did not know what he did.
Nope. He blacked out. Therefore, everyone take a shot. This is Yuya versus Satori Shingo, or as I like to call him, Mr. Minor Villain. He is so minor villain for so long right now.
Oh god.
I love him because he's so laughably bad at being a villain.
Huh.
But yeah, we gotta introduce
How
him.
bad could he be?
Do you really want to ask that question?
It's not like we're watching frickin'
Well, I mean bad. I mean he's terrible at being the villain. Like, not in a bad way, but in more of a comedic way.
Oh, so his ability to be a villain is about as good as Yuma's ability of being a duelist.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Is he gonna become a Pierre?
No. Oh, well, it depends on how you take some of his antics. He's nowhere near Pierre levels of, like, just flashiness, but he does get there at times.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I won't
As
spoil
long
it.
as he's not as
Flamboyant.
eccentric.
Well, don't worry. I'm not gonna. For those listening, I'm not gonna spoil the second time these two duel and how he introduces himself. Trust me. that one everyone gets to enjoy for the first time without any worry. So yeah, these two are doing for the first time. This is I guess the second or third important duel, depending on how much importance you put on Yuya versus Yuzu. So what do you two think going in?
Honestly, I don't know what to expect at this point because I know that the show's not more than likely not going to be as serious right now as it will be later. But it's one of those I know it's still going to have its serious moments too, so it's like I don't know.
I will say these first how many episodes was it? 25, I want to say. 26. I keep forgetting it's 26. I keep wanting to say it's 25, but it's 26. These first 26 subs are a little bit on the slow side in terms of giving you the plot, like the big plot. But it's really meant to get you introduced to all the characters, get you to actually like everyone, like the people that you need to like, and give a shit about people.
And kind of also get you acquainted to the new system.
Yeah, because trust me when I say this, it's gonna make you care about characters, so it can then rip your fucking heart out at times later on.
Oh God.
Lovely.
It makes you care, so it can make you sad later.
I'm assuming you've gotten to those points.
There are moments in the show that I think people have legitimately no, screamed no at the screen at, or possibly cried at, because it's just like, no, don't, no. I can't be specific, but yeah. But what do you think?
I think
Oh God, this will be good.
that every time you see or hear something important, you should yell important, and everyone in the audience needs to take a shot.
We're gonna be drunk by the end of this recording session.
That's why he said everyone in the audience.
We're watching 6 episodes in this little recording session. Not 6 episodes per episode, but just 2. But 6 episodes in this recording session, more likely. And yeah, those last 2 episodes. Oh, we're gonna take a shot every 5 seconds. I feel like at times.
That bad?
Not really, but I'll put it this way. Episode 7. If episode 7 doesn't hook you in terms of the main plot that's going on, drop the show now, because it only goes uphill from here.
So basically, bear with us to the 4th episode in this playlist and then make your decision kind of deal.
Yeah, at least watch episode 7. Because episode 7 will make you go, wait a minute, I know this. Wait a minute. I know this trope. Wait, but it makes you question certain things that are going on, and oh, trust me, the plot only deepens from there.
From the way you have gushed on this show, it kind of makes me feel like this is the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, so to say.
Potentially. This rivals 5Ds for me at times. Because this and 5Ds get all the things right for a show like this. It has a really good ensemble cast, considering the cast is fucking huge at times. I mean, we're talking about people who are named and who are important. Not super important, but they pop up from time to time, so you probably should remember their name. Also doesn't help that Arc 5 and 5D share a lot of similarities in terms of major plot points.
Kind of makes you wonder if the same writing team is on both.
Same producer is.
That makes sense.
Not the same writer, though. Interestingly enough, one of the writers on the show is actually a writer for Hunter x Hunter.
What the frick was that?
It's one of those major manga anime series. And when I found out about the writing stuff for him, at a certain point, kind of explains the episodes later on. We'll get to that. We're nowhere close to that just yet.
So it's one of those, what he's done in other stuff, you can kind of see it in this show.
It's more like you start to understand why the episodes are paced out like they are later on, because he had to go and wrap up Hunter x Hunter in their like final season, I think, in terms of the anime.
Ah. So they're a little weird spacing, so to say.
Yeah,
It's
it could have
not
been paced.
bad, but it's just a little off-paced.
I'll put it this way: you get 2 episodes of a duel and 1 episode of plot. Weird, yes, especially for right there, but that's how that's gonna break down.
That is kind of odd, then.
Yeah.
But apparently it's worked because you're in love with it.
I'm in love with the show because the show continues to make me go, how far are they? It makes me question how far they're willing to go. Because trust me when I say this, I, at one point, came up with this really out there theory about this show. The weird thing is, this show, with all of its little hints and nods and winks, makes that theory entirely possible.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this show has made people really, really look at past seasons in relation to this show. Because like I said, this is the 5th show. It's an anniversary show. So there are obviously references akin to Decade.
To Decade? What?
I mean, you remember Decade, right?
The whole alternate worlds of past riders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, this show likes to, like, tip its hat to previous seasons at certain points.
Oh, I see what you were talking about. I thought you meant literally it was referencing Decade, and I'm like, why is it referencing
No.
Copywriter?
Basically, what he was getting at is, like, from what I'm assuming, is along the lines of Decade done right.
Yes. Anyway, we all ready to get started on episode 3?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, we shall be watching episode 3 here in 3, 2, 1, go! Also, don't mind the font. The font will be fixed later. The font's just weird now.
What, the giant?
Oh, thank you, hard drive, for deciding you wanted to spin up at the 11-second marker.
So, pause it.
Get through the opening and then we'll go.
Oh. Do you mean the recap? Because there's gonna be plot after we get done with the recap.
Then yeah, recap.
Okay.
I figured it would do recap
40 seconds.
Intro, but okay.
Oh no, this show loves to just go, oh yeah, here's the recap, here's plot, here's the opening, here's more plot.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, it loves the cold open every single episode.
So it puts emphasis on story.
What
Yes.
time code?
40 seconds.
40 on the dot, okay.
Yeah. You should see a Yuya, Noboru, and Yuzu.
Yep.
Or a light pole, which is what I have.
Then you're technically at the 41.
No, I'm at the 40.
It must be like the milliseconds there, because I'm on
It's
40.
in the milliseconds, it has to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this.
Alright, pick it up from the 40-second marker in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I don't know why my hard drive decided it wanted to spin up at the 11-second mark.
Sure, you're really familiar with that move.
Oh wow, he actually figured it out, didn't he?
Oh, wait for the line.
エンタメートソードフィッシュオットアイズペンデュラムドラゴン
He is a big fucking teddy bear.
この男根源
Wow.
夜通し練習
Yep, 291 tries. He's been dueling all night to get it right.
できた
Literally been dueling all night to get it right.
Now the big question is, does he realize how that worked?
I would assume that involves the 291 times. Because now that's all he's thinking about, as you're about to see. Also, don't expect any more school scenes. Those are few and far between. And by few and far between, I mean, we're gonna say bye-bye to the school after a while.
俺はスケール1の星読みのマジでしょ
言い訳はあるか？
言い訳すればいいわけ
Also, the
That's
shoes gotta be...
something I would say to my teacher.
アクションのデュエル
Oh, also, the show's
モン
funny
スター
when it
そ
wants
して
to
デュエ
be.
リストが一体となったこのデュエルは人々を熱狂の渦に
Oh,
巻き込んだ
I would say that, but I would say it with a straight face. What is your excuse? My excuse is the right one.
Also, thanks to Mononokos for doing the subbing on this. Well, doing the everything on this for these first few episodes. Yeah, Monosubs is a one-man crew, initially. Yeah. Yeah, Nettles, on Twitter at least, or at J00SEIF00D0, is the one who is a part of Monosubs now and also is helping out. Yeah, Monosubs is a two-man crew, and they've been subbing this on a weekly basis, and they get it out just as fast as over time.
Holy shit. That kind of a time frame, really?
Monday, more like a Monday-ish release. Like sometime like Monday afternoon is kind of the average, I want to say, that they get it out.
Jeez.
Bear in mind, they do 2 subtitle tracks at times. They use TCG and OCG names for different tracks.
And I mean, especially seeing as how this airs like early Sunday morning.
Yeah.
That's impressive right there.
So, all respect to the Monosubs crew.
コナミとご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
まったく徹夜の特訓でペンデュラム召喚ができたからって授業中に居眠りして夢にまで出てくるわけ？
怒るなよ。ゆずが突っ込んでくれてちゃんと受けただろ。
そういう問題じゃなくてあら？ゆうや兄
おおみんな
ちゃん兄ちゃんペンデュラム召喚できたんだって早く見せてよ。
よーしじゃあ優勝軸だ。
何？
Oh, this
トリプルで
dude.
150点。
Yep.
見事なものだろ。
Mr. Minor Villain himself.
君、榊優也だよね。俺、1組の沢渡慎吾。よろしくな。テレビで見させてもらったけど、すごかったよ。ストロング石島とのデュエル。
And if you remember episode 2, he was the one that got called by LDS.
使ってたカード。
ペンデュラムカードのこと？
そうそう。やっぱりああいうレアなカードは特別な人間が選ばれて使えるようになるんだろうね。
沢渡くんだっけ？ゆうやのことあんまりおだてないで。
いやいや、本当にそう思ってるだけさ。
ゆうや、塾で達也くんたちにペンデュラム召喚を見せてあげるんでしょ？
そうだった。ペンデュラム召喚を見せて
And right there, you see where you use priorities
もっと
are.
ふさわしいステージがあるよ。
Even if someone's flattering him,
LDS のセンター
he
コ
knows
ー
how
ト
to
を
keep
抑えて
his
るん
ego
だ
in check.
貸し切りだぜ
That's actually
あの LDS
good
の
right
センタ
there.
ーコート
Uh-huh.
貸し切った？
俺は LDS でも優秀な生徒だし父親も次期市長と期待されているからねちょっと頼んだら心よく貸してくれたよ
LDS のセンターコートで
Oh, I will say this. I swear he's so full of shit when he says he's a top student at LES.
別にうちで十分だと思うけど。
でもゆず姉ちゃん LDS のセンターコートだぜセンターコート
わかった。それじゃあ私も行く。優勝塾の代表としてライバル塾の視察ってことでね。
そう言ってくれると思ってたよじゃあ行こうか
ちょっと待ってよみんな
It's nice to see our protagonists attempt to be responsible.
すべて計算通り
I mean, the ones who are all excited about this are in fact the kids.
ようこそ LDS へ
Whoa, they have floating letters.
Yep.
レオデュエルスクール通称 LDS はその名前からわかる通りレオコーポレーション直営の
It's weird to think that the dub name for that's going to be shortened as LID.
施設も最先端なんだよね
It'll be Leo.
お前詳しいなお母
The,
さんが
the dub for
いい
LDS,
って言ってたから
or the dub name for LDS, is going to be shortened as LID. Leo Institute of Dueling.
最高のカリキュラムがもっと
Wow.
Which is funny considering all things.
全部あるわけね。
君もなかなか詳しいね
Love the
ある方ですね。どうせうちはボロですよ。
怒らない怒らない安いところだけがいいところ
でもないものがあるのは本当だよな
Uh,
召喚
just
方法
love you, Zeus. Just like,
FC ズ召喚コース
thanks for insulting the school.
融合召喚コースってのもある
Hi, you little shithead. Don't worry, I'll be calling him that all the time.
センターコートはあっちだよ
Is he gonna become one of the main three?
Nope.
Or she? Or whoever that was?
憧れ
Sora?
の
No.
LDS
That's a
セン
he.
ターコート
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
No,
Heard
I
you
call
talk
Sora
about
a
that
shithead.
one, yep.
Yeah, I call Sora a shithead for various reasons we are
あの子た
not
ちも
getting into
君
just
のファンな
yet.
んだ
But just Joe, I'm gonna call him a
彼らにカードを見
shithead.
せてもらえないかいペンデュラム召喚に使うカードをさ
でも
少し見せるだけだからさな
うん
ほらすげえこれがペンデュラム召喚に使うカードか
俺も欲しい。
ダメダメこれは君たちのものじゃないだろだってこれは俺のコレクションになるんだから
ちょっとどういうこと？
俺レアで強いカードが好きでさ弱いカード入れるの嫌なんだよねだからこいつはもらってやるって言ってんだよ
そのために私たちを呼び出したの？
Way to be a Mr. Minor villain there,
手に入れ
Sartori.
たらやっぱり使ってみたいじゃんお前たちもペンデュラム召喚見たいだろ
もちろん見たいぜ
だからセンターコートまで抑えたんじゃん
This will be fun to watch him fail.
いいじゃんみんなペンデュラム召喚を見に
Well, he does only have
こ
two
こまで
pendulum
来たん
cards.
だろ
Yeah.
I mean, if he got to use them, then he'd succeed no matter which way they come to him.
その辺にしておけ。君の仕事はペンデュラムカードをこちらに渡すことだ。
ああ中島さん俺の目的は違うんだよね最初からこのカードが
Look at Sartori thinking he's fucking more
何を考
important.
えている。余計なことをするんじゃない。
いややらせろ
Hi, Reggie.
このままやらせるんだ
とい
Oh,
うわけで
Reggie, you fucking Batman of this goddamn show.
何するの？ゆうや兄ちゃん！
やめろユズたちを離せ心配しなくていいよ俺たちのデュエルに協力してもらうだけさ
Really?
デュエ
Do
ル
you really think that's smart?
もらってばかりじゃ悪いから
What, giving you your cards?
それ全部くれてやる
No.
よ
Holding them hostage.
クズか
All that's gonna do is piss him off, and it ain't gonna matter what cards he's got. He's gonna beat his ass.
There's some also.
Yep.
I had that fucking hamburger ritual card.
こんなことを
I don't think I ever had the ritual spell card for it, but I had that card back in the day.
続けさせろ
フィールドは俺が決めるぜか弱き姫たちを閉じ込めここにそびえ立てアクションフィールドオンダークタウンの幽閉と
Also, the music in the show is really good. Like, all the music.
Did you ever play any games that, or any duels that aren't action duels?
Rarely. It's mostly action duels. It's the same way with 5Ds, like, most of the duels in 5Ds are the right duels.
どうなってんだよこれ。そりとび
Now, remember what I said about Yuya having self-confidence issues?
受けてるんだよ。それにしても理由すぎ。
みんな助けたいなら俺とデュエルしろよゆうやくん
沢渡り
Oh, and don't worry about this. This is only gonna happen a few more times before they stop doing this on a regular basis.
Well, they have to display it somehow.
I'm just saying, like, don't worry. It's not going to be
やっと
repetitive.
覚悟が決まったみたいだねそれじゃ行ってみようか戦いの殿堂に集いしデュエリストたちがモンスターと共に血を手
Also,
に
the pre-battle
フィールドが
thing
よ
won't stick around for long
い
either.
やこれぞデュエルの最強進化系アクション
I think they stopped doing it around, like, the 30s. And by then, they're already throwing, like, different spins on it.
戦いの殿堂に集いしデュエリストたち
Plus, we have to get it again because we went to commercial.
No.
フィールドがよく駆け巡る
That happens sometimes, I notice, with Japanese shows up. We go to commercial break, but we replay the exact scene that happened just before we went to commercial break.
You know what I think that boils down to? I think it boils down to a case of they actually write the shows like we do over here, so they're in a shorter time frame than what normal shows would be over there.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed their commercials, they can run through twice as many commercials as we could within a 30-minute period.
Yeah, they have, like, what, 2 commercial breaks, I swear?
Yeah.
Whereas over here, we have, like, 4.
Yeah.
俺のターン
So that's the only thing I can think of is maybe these shows are actually wrote for that smaller time frame to be converted a lot easier, but it didn't happen for some of them.
今いいところなんですけど
まだだと言ったはずだが
やだな何ムキになっちゃってるの
So
か
what,
な
can he mind control him or something?
No, Reggie just commands that much
ライ
respect.
トニングボードを召喚
Just as a quick spoiler, Reggie is the chairman of LBS. AKA, he is the boss of everyone. You listen to him, or you go fuck off a cliff.
必死だねゆうやくんまそれも俺の計算通りだけどね
Does he not realize that he looks more like an idiot than an evil mastermind person?
What, Sartori? No, fuck no. He's blind as fuck to his own stupidity at times.
アクショントラップブレイクショットだよ
Yeah, I will say, this is a neat thing they threw in like the 3rd episode. That they never really do anything with later. But I don't worry about it. Aw, poor Whip Viper.
バカだな。アクションカードはプラスの効果ばかりじゃないんだよ。中にはトラップカードだってあるさ。そんな。それにゆうやくん、仲間を助けるつもりがますますピンチにしてるよ。
Smack.
Right in the face. Now bear in mind, they are actually in danger because the action field is real. I assume there are safety parameters, but yeah, for the most part, if they fall, they probably will die.
バトルだ。俺はライトニングボードでリップバイパーを攻撃。ライトニングショット。何か手は。あれだ。アクションカードで。またトラップ。アクショントラップ。ジャンプショット。
This is not having any luck with these right now.
No. I also believe this is he kind of does what Haruto does in Wizard, where he panics, but they don't really put emphasis on the fact that he's panicking.
Yeah. I don't know, I think they're putting enough emphasis on it, though, because you can tell that's been his goal, is to try to save them, and the battle's just kind of getting in his way.
Yeah. Well, when I mean, like, put emphasis on it, I mean, like, be like, he's panicking! Her! More like, you would have to interpret it as such.
みんなみんなを助けなきゃ。そうじゃなきゃな、ゆうやくん。ここで終わっちゃギャラリーもがっかりだからな。俺のターン。ドロー。陸がダメなら俺はエンタメイトアメンボートを召喚。みんな待ってろ。ゆうやくんのライフは残り3000。ぴったりゼロにしてフィニッシュしてやるよ。すべて計算通りでね。
Sure it is.
いいカードを引いたな。
And that also, I do love the little touch that all of Saratori's cards have the super rare glitter thing on them. That denotes like super rare cards.
そしてリリースしたモンスターよりレベルが一つ上のモンスター1体を手札に加える。
Oh, great.
俺はレベル5の星読みの魔術師を手札に加える。
I say again, remember when I said Yuya has self-confidence issues?
俺のペンデュラムカードの1枚さ。だけどペンデュラムカードは1枚だけじゃ使えない。
Well, you're about to see.
俺は選ばれてるって。まさか。まさかじゃなく、当然として時読みの魔術師は最初から手札にあるんだな。これがやっぱり俺みたいな超レアな人間が超レアなカードを使うべきなんだ。俺カードに選ばれすぎ。
Please tell me he's gonna try and fail.
Watch and see.
I'm gonna laugh if he tries to pendulum summon and fails horribly.
俺はスケール1の星読みの魔術師と。俺はスケール1の星読みの魔術師だ。そんな俺以外のやつに。スケール8の時読みの魔術師で。スケール8の時読みの魔術師でペンデュラムスケールをセッティング。
Yeah.
ーツシューターレベル6ロケットダーツシューター
Remember when I said the show makes you love the characters only to rip your heart out?
Is this echoing specific parts for y'all too?
I'm not hearing any echo.
I'm not either.
嘘だろ
よし
Yeah, just imagine a moment like that later on in the show, where you literally see Yuya, his heart kind of break a little on screen. Because remember, Pendulum Summoning's gonna be associated with Yuya as he's the creator of it. He honestly believes that only he can do it. Because the cards were given to him by magic.
I like the by magic.
Yeah, we still don't know where they come from. Just let you know. So what do we think? One episode in.
Oh, it's.
I don't know. There was a couple problems I had with it.
Like,
The evil dude's character. It's not that it's bad. It just
he's a total goon? Yes.
he's too. I can't think of the right word.
Trust me when I say this, Glock. Sartori is a fucking goon at best. He is by no means like major minor villain material. That's why I call him Mr. Minor Villain. That's all he'll ever be is Mr. Minor Villain.
Okay.
So what was the other problem?
The fact that if Yuya had the
この番組は
cards
コナミと
pendulum summon, but every time he
ご覧
tried
の
he
スポンサーの提
failed,
供でお送りしま
why
した
did this guy do it once and get it perfect
Because apparently
with no
Yuya
knowledge
has.
of it?
Because apparently Yuya has more than just the two pendulum monsters.
Yeah. Also, it's a part of that
What other
whole
pendulum monsters does he have? Because I remember him only having those two specifically.
Odd Eyes is a pendulum monster.
Odd Eyes is a pendulum?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
if no, if Odd Eyes is on the field, then no, both the magicians actually do have their respective pendulum scale.
Yeah. And they have their respective pendulum scales as long as there's another magician in the opposite scale.
Yeah.
Which makes Trump Witch problematic. Fucking why'd they remove that?
But you gotta think too. If you had Odd Eyes, which is a level 4, well, pendulum scale 4, and then you had either one of the two magicians, that would limit you to where you couldn't summon the monsters that you would be wanting to.
Yeah, and there's several like, if you remember episode 1, it only showed like the Time Gazer, Stargazer, and Odd Eyes being changed into pendulum cards, right?
Right.
More of Yuya's cards got changed into pendulum cards as well. There are several intimates that are, or intermates that are pendulum monsters now that they didn't show. Like Maflian, Patanaga. I'm trying to remember what else got changed. Or what else is technically a pendulum card when it debuts. Or what is a pendulum card when it debuts. But yeah, trust me, Yuya has more than just Time Gazer, Stargazer, and Odd Eyes as pendulum cards. And that kind of adds to the possible confusion. Also, the whole reason it's there is for you to have I tried 291 times to get this right, and you fucking get it right once on your
Right.
first time.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to make you. It's supposed to kind of push you into emotional corner. It's there for plot reasons, and there for character reasons. That's why.
Okay.
That's the best way I can explain it.
Honestly, it's one of those. This episode was kind of one of those where I was all right with it all the way around.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, we know the villains are not really that right now, but
Don't worry, we'll get there.
but it's one of those that I don't know. I can still get behind this. I don't feel like it's had anything to be like, I don't really like this.
Yeah. Remember what I said. These first few episodes are to make you like the characters. It's not about like putting some major challenge in front of you, or like dropping a big old plot bomb on you. No, that comes later. For now, like, learn to love the characters. Like, just kind of let yourself get attached to this world, and then they'll pull the rug out from under you, and then like, oh, by the way, there's all this shit happening. Alright, we ready to get on episode 4 then?
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, okay. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah.
What happened?
I went to hit the back button on VLC, and it took me back to episode 3, and I was like, wait, what? Okay, anyhow, I'm ready.
Alright, starting up episode 4 of Arc 5 here in 3, 2, 1, go.
学校からの帰り道、俺に慣れ慣れしく近づいてきたのは町の有力者の息子、沢渡慎吾。そいつに誘われて LDS でデュエルすることになったが、なんとそれは罠だった。沢渡は時読みの魔術師と星読みの魔術師を奪い取り、柚や太たちに
And yeah, I've come to call Time Gazer Stargazer by their TCG names, not their OCG names, because they're easier to say.
その目の前で沢渡がペンデュラム召喚を成功させた。
質量を持ったソリッドビジョンの実現により生まれたアクションデュエル。
Oh, I will say, if I'm gonna give a complaint to Arc 5, it's that this sticks around all the time.
Really?
Yes, that's gonna be around even now as current episodes are airing.
Wow.
Good news is, it's short. Bad news is, it's still here. We get it. We know what action duels are. We can drop it now. You know, I might check out, like, at least the first 2 episodes of the English sub just to see what's changed and how it is. But if the German dub is any indication, I'm gonna be dropping, like, the English dub of Arc 5 immediately.
That's what we ought to do. If we can get them through legit means, then we ought to put that on Rip Tracks.
They might be on Hulu when they debut, I don't know. Kinda just depends. I don't think they debut. Yeah. I don't think they debut till like June. Although I will say, I give them credit for paralleling the end of the whole narration thing in the opening with Yuya and his father.
この番組はコナミと
I mean, that's a nice touch.
ご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
嘘だろ。ペンデュラム召喚最高だぜ。もう俺を止められるやつなんていねえ。榊優也、ペンデュラム召喚ができたからにはお前はもう用済みだ。バトルだ。俺はパワーダーツシューターでエンタメイトアメンボートを攻撃する。急げアメンボート。ダメだ、またトラップかもしれない。
Grab it! Don't be stupid!
Remember what I said, still confidence issues.
アメンボートの効果発動。攻撃の対象となった時、守備表示にすることでバトルを一度だけ無効にする。この俺が外しただと。
No, more like it didn't take effect.
まだまだいるぜ。俺はロケットダーツシューターでアメンボートを攻撃。
Should have grabbed the card.
Nice that's
Yeah. That's what happens when he has a self-confidence issue. He second guesses himself.
アルティメットダーツシューターのダイレクトアタック。これでお前のライフは残り600になるってわけだ。
And now he's at the OP state.
Is Yuya about to black out?
No, he's not blacking out this episode. Don't worry, he only blacks out when it's important. For now, it's not important.
ライフは残ったけど、戦う気力が残ってるかな、ゆうやくん。ペンデュラム召喚って俺だけの力じゃないの。なんであんなひどいやつにも使えるの。父さん、俺はどうしたら。
泣きたい時は笑え。怖がって縮こまっていたら何もできない。勝ちたいなら勇気を持って前に出ろ。
You know, that's something too. At least we're getting different parts of that flashback.
Yeah.
It's not the same one over and over. It's the same flashback, obviously, but it's different parts of it.
俺はブロックスパイダーを召喚。レベル1で攻撃力ゼロ。
You laugh now,
カード
Satori.
が出てきたな、おい。しかも攻撃表示って。お前が捨てたカードのおかげでチャンスが回ってきた。俺のカードだっけ？レベル低すぎて覚えてません。
Well,
ブロックスパイ
now
ダー
you're
がいる
gonna
限り
remember that.
お前は他のモンスターには攻撃できない。だがお前のフィールドにいるモンスターはそいつだけだろ。どうするんだよ。こうだ。俺はレベル1のブロックスパイダーを守備表示に変更することでマジックカードモノマ粘土を発動。モノマ粘土はどんなものでもそっくりに作ってみせた記述師が使っていた粘土。その姿はフィールドに存在するモンスターに自在に変化する。姿だけじゃない、その能力もコピーするんだ。
Wait.
それで俺のダーツモンスターの真似をするつもりかよ。俺がコピーするのはブロックスパイダー。何？
Oh, you genius! I know what you're doing!
カードのモノマネンドは発動後
It's
モンスタ
a
ーとして
loop!
特殊召喚される。
Oh, you genius! It's a loop effect so that neither monster can be attacked. You!
Yeah.
ブロックスパイダーは
Oh!
What? This is another reason why I love the show. The duels are smart.
ブロックロック。もうお前のモンスターは攻撃できない。計算外のことをしやがって。
Like, it'd be
これ
cliche.
にかけるしかない。
Also, trust me, this duel is far from
2
over.
枚カードを伏せてターンエンドだ。俺のターン。ドロー。
Use your
ペンデュラム
sparkling
カードは今
one.
おそらくマジックカードになっている。
あマジックカードああやっぱり俺ってばカードに選ばれてる。
何
Also, another note for that 291 times. That was for you to get pendulum summoning down pat. We don't know how many different pendulum summonings he tried.
True.
2枚のマジックカードなんてどこにもないじゃないか。
残念だったな。セッティングされたペンデュラムカードはマジックカードとして扱うんだよ。俺は2枚のペンデュラムカード、星読みの魔術師、時読みの魔術師を無効にする。
Bad move.
そして俺はお前のモノマネンドの効果を無効にする。
モノマネンド
効果を失ったモノマネンドは破壊され墓地へと送られる。これでブロックスパイダーは守備力100のクズカードに戻った。お前の残りライフは600。クズカードもろともお前を葬ってやるぜ。
俺は速攻魔法ドローマッスルを発動。このマジックはフィールドにいるモンスターが守備力
Hey,
3
it's
以下の1体
Sparkman.
に
Okay.
敵からカードを1
Wait, no,
枚
that's not
ドローする。
Sparkman. That's somebody else.
そしてドローしたカードがモンスターカードだった場合、フィールド上のモンスターにその守備力を加えることができる。ドロー
Play Warrior.
来た。俺がドローしたのはカレイドスコーピオン。
Yeah, that's another
Oh,
pendulum monster.
Yeah.
この数値をブロックスパイダーに
It
加える。
was the... I can't remember the name of it.
守備力2400。アルティメットダーツシューターの攻撃力に並んだ。
さらにドローマッスルの効果によりブロックスパイダーはこのターン破壊されない。
すっげえすっげえ。これで沢渡りもう攻撃できねえぞ。さすがゆうや兄ちゃん。
また計算外のことをしやがって。
Well, too fucking bad, Sartor.
なんて悔しがるとでも思ったか。
Oh, come on. You know you're worried.
お前のライフをぴったりゼロにする方法がなくてさ。強すぎるってのも困ったもんだよな。でもそのマジックカードのおかげで計算が完了したぜ。俺は
Do me a favor, guys.
シューターとロケットダーツシューターをリリースする。
Pause right
アルティメットダーツシューターをパワーアップさせる。
Shit. Okay, I know what time code it was, though.
What time code are y'all at?
10:38.
I was 8 seconds behind y'all because the video keeps looping.
Why does it keep looping?
I don't know. I guess it's something faulty with the media player with views. I might have to use another form of media player for our next recording sessions.
Okay.
Alright, I'm ready.
VLC. You might have to use VLC for the next ones, you mean?
Yeah.
Alright.
Are we picking up from 10:38 or are we dropping back?
10:38.
Okay. Guess we'll pick up from the 10:38 marker then, in 3, 2, 1, go!
Sorry about that, guys.
It's fine. Considering how many technical issues I've ran into doing Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, at this point, having tech issues in anything I do is not surprising. I kind of expect it to happen.
True.
さらにロケットダーツシューターの効果によりアルティメットダーツシューターが守備表示モンスターを攻撃したとき、その守備力を攻撃力が超えていればその数値だけ相手ライフにダメージを与える。つまり貫通ダメージ600。そして俺のライフは600。分かったか。これできっちりゼロフィニッシュってわけだ。バトルだ。俺はアルティメットダーツシューターでブロックスパイダーを攻
Wasn't
撃。
bad on that.
アルティメットフルシュート。終わりだ。
I knew it.
You knew what?
That it would break like that to a commercial break part there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was perfect setup
こ
for
の時を
that.
待っていたんだ。トラップ発動。エンプティフィッシング。ダメージが発生した時、それを半分にすることでフィールド上の効果が無効になっているカード2枚を自分の手札に加える。無効になっている。まさか。
Read like a fucking book.
時読みの魔術師と星読みの魔術師を俺の手札に頼む。時読み、星読み。
ありがとう。
ありがとうございます。
助かったよ、二人とも。全部こうなるように計算してやがったのか。計算じゃない。
So that's what I want to see at some point, a tag duel with Yuya and Yusei since it's anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I have to assume that the two of them together are probably the smartest duelists in the franchise.
True.
ターンエンド。
また3体になった。
計算通りにならねえなら全部ぶっ壊してやるぜ。みんなごめんな、怖い思いさせて。
スリリングでめっちゃしびれたぜ、ゆうや兄ちゃん。僕も信じてたよ。
さあ、ここから逆転よ。やっちゃえ。
俺のターン。
So optimistic.
行くぞ、時読み、星読み。お楽しみはこれからだ。
Oh god.
I don't know what causes this, but I don't give a damn.
来た来た来た。いよいよ始まります。
さあ、皆さんご一緒に。ペンデュラム、ペンデュラム、ペンデュラム、ペンデュラム。
Fuck you, little shithead.
ジェントルメン。 今日は皆さんに素晴らしい光のショーをお見せしましょう。まずはペンデュラムといえばこの二人を抜きには語れませんね。
時読みの魔術師と
星読みの魔術師。
その通り。この二人と一緒に本日
I
のスター
would
たちに
normally
登場し
be
てもらい
like,
ましょう。
yeah, that's his cards, ain't it? Like his go-to cards, but I know that would probably be the smartest anyhow.
スケール1の星読みの魔術師
Yeah, they are. Those two plus Odd Eyes are essentially his ace. Like, Odd Eyes is technically, like, his true ace, but Time Gazer and Star Gazer are just as much part of his ace, or just as much his ace as well.
Well, like I said, I can see the legitimacy behind that, though. And even the same with Odd Eyes. Because I don't know if they do it in the show or not, but Odd Eyes could be used as a pendulum monster and then at the end of the turn be traded out for one of the two.
I don't think they've ever pulled off that trick.
That would be awesome if they pulled that trick off, because I like that trick. But, I mean, that's one of those that there's legitimacy in using all three of those. I could completely understand all of those being his aces.
レベル6なのに攻撃力100？さらに攻撃力0？クズもクズ。
You do have yet to learn Yuya's strategy.
おっと、果たしてそれはどうでしょう。
You might recognize a bit of the strategy from a previous duelist from Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1.
眩しくても目をつぶらないでくださいね。エンタメイトカレイドスコーピオンの効果発動。カレイドサーチ。何が起こってるんだ。この効果は相手フィールドにペンデュラム召喚されたモンスターがいるときに発動します。
あなたがペンデュラム召喚したモンスターはアルティメットダーツシューターですね。
だからなんだ。
Wait a minute.
一体のペンデュラムモンスターを選びます。すると
Wait, Yuya's far from done.
Is Yuya gonna be a good guy, Pegasus?
なんと相手モン
What,
ス
with
ター
toys?
全てに
No.
一回ずつ攻撃できるように。
No,
これぞ
somebody else.
カレイドミラージュ。
God.
I can see him being a good guy, Pegasus, and I don't know why.
He's more like mine.
私もずっと見ていたい気分ですが、今は
Because he focuses on one monster and powering up with everything around
た
it.
ちによるバトルをお見せしましょう。
Oh.
Yeah.
バ
Bad habit of his, but it's understandable considering his deck. He doesn't have many monsters who can stack up like Odd Eyes can.
ご存知ですか？
レベル5以上のモンスターに攻撃したとき、そのダメージを2倍にする。
その
Oh
通
yeah, I
り。
forgot about
と
that
いう
one.
わけで、
Uh-huh.
2番の受けていただきます。
I was using more as a pendulum than a monster.
Yeah.
And when I use him as a monster, I tend to escape summon with him, so I mean, he's not there
まだ
for
まだ
long.
行きますよ。
Yeah.
今度はロケットダーツシューターを攻撃。
Which is why I like my volcanic deck. They can't use anything against me when it comes to something like that.
さらにパワーダーツシューターに攻撃。螺旋のストライクバースト。そしてもちろんダメージは。
But Jeremy,
What?
you remember that deck, right?
The volcanic deck? I think so.
My volcanic deck that I went against you that one time with.
I want to say yes.
好き
Been a
勝手や
while.
ってくれたじゃねえか。
Remember how I sucked horribly with it?
俺のライフはまだ
You've
残って
gotten
る
really
ぜ。
good with it then?
まずい。これだけ
I was doing my patterns all wrong.
Ah.
大丈夫。
I figured out what patterns I needed, what cards I needed to focus on, and what cards I needed to get out first. And I have multiple different ways of getting those cards out.
ここで皆さんお待ちかね。今夜の主役
Oh, by the way,
登場です。
Yuya believes in irony.
攻撃力ゼロと守備表示のモンスターじゃねえか。
Trust me when I say this.
確かに
This next move's
このまま
full of
では
irony.
攻撃はできません。でもご心配なく。何？エンタメイトひっくり返るは何かをひっくり返すんです。それをひっくり返せ。ひっくり返る。ブラックスパイダーの攻撃力が1200。そう。
What was that about Block Spider being a trash card?
攻撃に。そして攻撃力は守備力の半分に。
What was that about beating Yuya and getting a 0 finish?
さて、残りライフ1200のあなたに攻撃力1200のブロックスパイダーが攻撃したとき、残るライフはいくつになりますか？それは皆さん分かってますよね？
もちろん。
では皆さんご一緒にブロックスパイダーでダイレクトアタック。答えは
Oh, the irony! It hurts so much in the soul.
Oh god.
But Yuya doesn't need to insult his opponents. He lets the cards do all the talking.
Well, you know, that is something right there, though, that kind of is important for his character as a whole. At least he's capable of dueling without having to have some kind of external force be the reason why he wins.
この人たちは。
これ君が？
さっきの君、すっごくかっこよかったよ。
Hi, you little shithead.
君も LDS の生徒？
になろうかなって思っ
Why
て
do you
た。
call him that? He seems cool.
僕、君の弟子になる。
I'll tell you what.
弟子？
A little cocky, but cool.
I'll tell you the exact episode where that shit changes. 34.
君、
僕がこっちに来てから見た中で
You will learn why I call him a shithead
あなたが
by
やったの
episode 34.
ちょっと気を失わせただけだよ。僕
I know that's a long time away,
よろしくね。
but trust me, you will perfectly understand why I call him a
ペン
shithead.
デュラムカードを奪い取るんだ。
いやもういい
Okay.
社長。
いいショーを見せてもらった榊優也
Well, ending spring. So what do we think of this episode and the 2 episodes overall? Or what do you guys think? I can't say we because my thoughts are pretty hard at this point.
Honestly, I feel like that was a good... I'm gonna say second duel. Because, I mean, yeah, the other one... Yeah... That was a duel, but... Let's face it, that was simply to show that he did not know how to pendulum summon. That was the only reason for it. Quite frankly, I liked it because, like I said, it showed that he can win on his own. He don't need some kind of external source of some kind to help him win.
Obviously, Sora is an important character because he's been in every single one of these things.
In the opening and ending, yeah, oh yeah, he's important. Oh yeah, I don't deny his importance. He's still a shithead.
What is he, a brat?
Nope.
I have heard you talk about him,
Turn
so
evil?
I've got to be quiet too.
I can't say why. Because trust me, it spoils the surprise. But just know, I call him a shithead. He will forever be a shithead. It's just it takes us 34 episodes to find out why he's a shithead.
なんだお前いきなり
あの子さっきからずっと言うやなと。ねえ師匠、僕にペンデュラム召喚やってみせてよ。
俺はお前の師匠じゃない。次回遊戯王アーク5、弟子入り志願おかしな追っかけ私有院空。お楽しみはこれから
Well,
だ。
I'm sure you can figure out what happens next time.
この番組はコナミとご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
Oh boy.
Yeah, we have just started our Arc 5 journey.
Well, restarted.
Yeah, restarted.
Phew.
Any other thoughts before we close out this episode?
I don't have any.
It was good.
Alrighty then.
Wait, are
Next...
we going to the next episode? I'm confused.
No, we're just doing 2 episodes per episode.
If that makes any sense.
Yes.
Okay.
So, next time on TGSR Sidebar, it's Yuya versus Sora. Until next time, folks.
You said his name wrong.
What?
You said his name wrong.
How did I say his name wrong?
Oh, yeah, you said Sora, not shithead.
I will at least say his fucking name when I actually need to say his fucking name. Otherwise, he will still be shithead.
Okay.
I can't believe Glock actually called that out.
Until next time, folks.